Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where your boy continues to build the biggest, the best transportation company throughout Europe. And last episode, guys, we finally set up the big N-Line hub in Amsterdam, which eventually switches people over onto the boats through a bus all the way into the United Kingdom. Now, this train line, well, the train station we got set up has its first train line going all the way down into Germany, into Berlin. Which are in Berlin itself, we got the loop going around for the buses, collecting people, bringing them back to the train station, and we seem to be making some pretty good cash. Now, we're going to continue these expansions today. You can kind of see I've renamed all my lines as well to make it a little bit easier for us to kind of understand when it comes to viewing it all. But we are ready to rock and roll. Now, in today's episode, I want to finally get the bricks from the Desford. There we go. I struggled to pronounce that then. All the way up to London and Manchester to start slowly growing this, so just more money just generally comes out of the United Kingdom. I want to sort out the little shipping routes between the United Kingdom and Europe, and the food coming from the Hamburg port over here in Denmark, because we can get more going back and forth. I can get more goods going back and forth as well, and more people going back and forth as well across the waterways to the United Kingdom. And I want to get the train line set up to Hamburg as well. So we've got 2 train lines coming straight into Amsterdam and Rotterdam. And also then, hopefully, do some more expansions. We're either going to extend the line down to Warsaw, or we're going to start slowly creating our line through Brussels in Belgium, down to Paris in France. So many things that we're going to be doing today, and if you guys are hyped and are excited, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. Now, we're actually going to first start by sorting out this line over here. Now, there's a couple of ways in which I can do this. I could set up a little train line that, you know, could do a little bit of a loop to kind of connect up and round. But with how close we could kind of transport it via vehicle, it makes more sense. Now, we just need to kind of figure out in Liverpool, Manchester, all the bricks are for over on this area. So if I set up a vehicle run right now and go to buildings, and we pretty much have like a simple truck unload start, as simple as that may be, and if I drop it, I'm thinking where the best place would be. If I dropped it to say here, so as they drive in there, drop it off, it's a quick little U-turn to go back out on the opposite way. And get rid of all of these overlays right now. And then for the station itself over here, we're just going to set up a very, very simple, and we'll put it over on this side. Little road truck station. And we'll set up a basic line. So from here to over here. So in the lower version of it, all we're simply doing is loading nothing but bricks. And in the London Road version there, we're unloading nothing but bricks. So loading bricks, unloading bricks. That's simply all it's going to do. Now, which is the side the line is currently on? It's on this side here. So if I slightly extend this, so we can store a load of bricks in there. And where's my closest road depot? It's just here. So if I buy a bunch of vehicles for this right now, cargo, and this one here, so that carries 8 bricks. Nice little Mercedes-Benz truck with side stakes. And if I'll buy 5. 5 might be too much, you just never know. And it's going to go on now on the brand new line 1 that we got created. And we'll rename it to Bricks Liverpool 1. Just in case we ever have a number 2. We probably won't have a number 2, but just in case we do. So hopefully that gets all pretty much set up, all rocking and rolling. It's already got some stored stone within it. So hopefully it should start producing very, very soon. We'll just wait for the vehicles to make their way down. We also... Well, how is the stone collection going? Is it this train that does it? No. Is it this train? It is. Now, I'm wondering with now the ability to kind of start producing it and using it, it might start sparking more growth from there. It probably won't. You never know. That's why I think like maybe having 5 vehicles might have been a little bit too much. But what I could do is on that bricks line, I can set it to be a full load when they collect him. And we'll see how things go. So for this itself then, do you reckon it's just too long to kind of get things collected? We're doing 100% shipping right now. We'll see how it goes. So that will then slowly start making us money, and it will then start growing Liverpool and Manchester, which can be really good. So then we'll take a look at coming out of the UK right now. So we have this ship going back and forth to London. It drops the food off in London, as you can now see, and then it gets dispersed around London, dropping off the goods. Now, if I take an overview of London as well as itself, you can see that the food gets dropped off to over here. That is the industry side of it. Very, very handy. Now, on that line, because we consistently have quite a bit of food stored there right now, it might be a good idea to take a look at the vehicles. So manage the vehicles. Are they still horse and cart? No, not quite. Not quite horse and cart. But replace the... they're them ones, aren't they? If I place the vehicles then on the cargo side of... These collect 2 more. So 2 more might make a big difference, but times it by 5, that's an additional 10 cargo through all vehicles doing a loop. But I still want to bring more food over, or is there an alternative way in which I can take the food from over here? Because there's actually quite a bit being stored. It could be as simple as I add a secondary ship on the line. But then eventually I'm going to want to bring the food from over here into Hamburg to grow Hamburg as well. I think there's still room for it. I still believe there's room for that growth to happen. So that ship is doing the goods. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Could I set up a route, right, where we collect the goods, we drop it off in Amsterdam, we then sail over to here to pick up the food, and then bring it back? Because right now, we bring the goods over, make money, don't make money as we go back to collect them. On the food line, we collect the goods, make money, don't make money as we bring the ship back to collect. At least this way, it's one line. It's from here we make money, from there we make money, and it's just this short distance here we don't make money. And that cancels out that long distance and this distance. So I'm cancelling out 2/3 of a distance by not making money. But I will need a ship that carries all goods, which shouldn't be a problem. But then again, I could make even more money by bringing these 2 pieces of wheat to Amsterdam. So when the ship goes to here, and where it would have originally not made money going up to there, it can carry these 2 wheat plants goods up to there. So that ship could consistently keep making money. Right. We're going to kind of completely destroy everything right now. Okay? So for the shipping lines then, coming in hot and heavy, we are going to the goods line in the UK. We're going to manage the line. Oh, actually, we need to remove the vehicle from it. So goods. Okay, so if I just kind of quickly sell this, because we've got the money to kind of play around. Goods line UK, delete. Right. Then I need the food Denmark line here. So food Denmark, grab the ship, sell it. Yep. The line will then delete. I know I could have configured them, but I want to start all over again. So we'll pick up the goods here. We'll then drop off the goods there. At the same time we drop off the goods, we'll then fully load up with wheat. That will then bring it over to here. Drop off the wheat, then replace it and pick up with food. And then bring it all the way back down to London Port. So, London Port then, let's just get our head around this. It's going to load the goods, and if it has any food, it will unload food. When it gets to Amsterdam and Rotterdam, it will then unload the goods. It will then collect the wheat, and then in Hamburg, it will unload the wheat, collect the food to take it back to London, where it will drop off the food, collect the goods. Sounds simple, right? Well, we'll see. So, if I need a ship that carries all cargo and carries a lot of cargo. So, we've got the choice. We was using the Klondikes before, I believe. The Vandal doesn't carry what we needed to do. This does. The Schaffhausen, I can't pronounce that. capacity of 230 versus the 110 from the Klondike. Interesting. Speed, well, loading speed is still times 40. Vehicle speed, it's 2 kmh quicker. Now, it's expensive, this is. So if I buy 5 of these, and eventually they'll be distributed along the line evenly, then we'll always be making money at a certain point. So line 1 is what it's now known as. The only thing that we don't have going for us just yet is bringing food from here into there. Now, the question is, how am I able to... Oh, it's going to be difficult. This really is going to be difficult. So, right, okay. What I'll have to do... There's no way in me dropping a road thingy here to connect them both. So it's literally going to have to be a case of... We'll work with one, and then we'll see where it goes with that. So a new line... Right, how do I drop... Oh, okay, hold on. Right, I need to actually drop down a unload stop, which will get connected. Well, what's the easiest way to get that connected? Or do I make it drive all the way down here? I mean, the distance is not too shabby, so it will still work. Add station. So I can't put it on the port. It's got to be put on here, hasn't it? So what I'm saying is here then, full load of nothing but wheat. And then unload wheat. Right? Now, do I have a vehicle depot just over here. So buy vehicles, cargo. It will be this one. And if I get 10 vehicles on that line. On this line 2, then that would drop the wheat there, ready to be taken back. Fingers crossed this works out. I've just hopefully made it so much more efficient, and we're always making money on every boat in every direction that it's going. So we might take a little bit of a hit right now with Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and London not having their goods, and this place over here not having any goods as well. But we'll eventually crawl it back. We will eventually crawl it all back. So then vehicles are now heading out. We should probably look at shortening the distance in terms of the roads. So if I, for example, deleted that and that, right, just for a quick hot minute, and let's do some bendy roads. So bring that to about there. Right, pretty sweet. Straight roads now. So I'm not saying that's going to be the way that they're going to drive all the way up here. It allows us to have these straight roads, have this stuff intertwined and connected. As we slowly kind of create a grid. Well, they'll never build over there. They'll never build over there, but you just never know. Right, we got a more direct route anyway. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. So this will take some time right now to sort itself out. Yeah. So that can carry people. It automatically thinks it's carrying people. Oh, wait. Don't tell me I've done the wrong boat. It was this one, right? Please tell me I've done this one. Please tell me I've done the right boat. Yeah, I've done the right boat. I think that's what it is by default, isn't it? Until, like, it knows it can have something else. There's a lot of people waiting here as well, isn't there? Right, we need to sort the boat route out on here. So manage vehicles then. We've currently got this one. So this does all cargo, including people, right? Yeah. So if I place it at that then. And then we'll get another one on the go. Put that on the London to Am boat. See how we do with that. Right, all this stuff is going to take time. So we'll just leave it to do what it's got to do. And we'll reap the benefits and rewards in the long run. So what have you got on board there? You're dropping off people. But it's that new type of boat. 85 was the capacity before. Now it's 130. So much more money. Right, okay. So fast forwarding it in. Doesn't really change much. Well, apart from the speed, obviously. But let me configure this. So the cargo. We can get a lot more in. So that'll take a while for that to kind of, you know, generate and start producing enough for us to send over. I just want to make sure that these boats are going to collect correctly. Well, they actually, do you know what they should do? Because I wouldn't be producing goods there if I wasn't. So there's goods already waiting right now to be collected. These need more steel. Ooh. You need more steel, eh? Okay, we'll manage the vehicle and we'll edit it. So we'll get rid... Well, we've got this... Okay, we'll actually just completely replace the train altogether. So... What are we on to now? Oh, we can do electric. Nice. Right. Steam. The reason why I would choose, say, this one over that one is because of how much it costs a year to run. I'm going to choose this one just because of how much it costs a year to run. And it's a little bit faster. Wagons for cargo. So this steel one here. We've literally now just like almost tripled the capacity. Amazing. Amazing. So we'll see how that ticks along then. And hopefully that can keep producing as well. Keep making the goods. And then we're making all the monies. So you should have some stuff on board. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, we got new trucks and stuff. Nice. Okay, let me put it into play mode. So you're bringing food back. Everyone's doing what they need to do. And it'll take a while before we're at full capacity. But at least we're rocking and rolling. So... that has no wheat yet to be stored. This vehicle is claiming to have wood on it, but it doesn't. So I should have a vehicle tearing through, right? Yeah. So this would be our first vehicle then to drop off the wheat. So here it comes in. Makes 15,000. There's now wheat waiting for the next ship to come along to collect it to go back. Perfect. That route is wonderful. Right. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, a way to progress this to the next level is also to bring a route down to there, so it's pretty much transporting to 2 places. Now, before I do that, I want to place in the train station for Hamburg, so I can build everything then technically around it. Now, we have the train line coming into here, which is going to cross the river, which I'm pretty much going to want to destroy all of this. I know it's not a good thing, but we'll eventually build it back up. Hamburg, look what I did to Berlin and Amsterdam. I made these places powerhouses. I'm going to do the exact same thing to you right now. So please, please don't hate me for what I'm about to do. Please don't hate me, okay? Please. Just don't hate me. So for the train then and the buildings. Right, so. Stations, passenger station. Or I could do the in-passenger station. We got the cargo station. It's a cargo... No, it's the passenger I want to do. So if I spin this right round... But we've got to do it in a sense of where I need to be able to have people bypass areas. So I'm going to do it with 2 track lines. Two track lines. And what would be the best position for it? If I bought a road down for it. Because I'm also thinking in ways in which maybe we can have alternative routes. Because this line is eventually... Well, we can have 2 lines. Well, again, I'm having 2 lines because one's going to go up to, like, Copenhagen. One's going to go to Gdansk, if that's how you pronounce it. And then Copenhagen will go up to Stockholm. So I think it's just a case of dropping it down and letting everything just do its worst. It's not a great way to pull it. I'm just trying to think of like how the roads would go over and connect. This is why we need elevated like train lines. But it is what it is. The year is 1985. It is what it is, isn't it? At this point. Right, okay, so if I placed it further up, let's say like here, it gives me a little bit of time to maybe elevate. But then again, like all the people living, this is the industry side of it. The people living are over there, but I can set up a bus route. Again, that's not a problem. So if I dropped this, and let me just fine tune it slightly. Okay, what I'm going to do is actually bring a road slightly out. So if I use that here, just so that I haven't got to delete these buildings with the train tracks. You know what I mean? So if I did that like that, right, then the tracks, I've got a couple of options. I could bring that across here, elevating it the whole time I'm doing it. But then the bridge happens at that point, right? I could bring it down, but the land's already dropping down in general anyway. So I'm kind of like a little bit of a predicament. I could maybe implement something like this in, which I've got to spin it all the way around, which could go there if I really reduce the length. Too much of a slope. Underground turn, surface turn. So underground adjustment, what's this all about? If I bring it right down. So number of tracks I want 2, obviously. So I could do a surface turn and underground turn if I made it a little bit longer. So underground turn, surface turn. Oh, it's going the wrong way. Okay, this way, minus. So if I did it on the old minus, that could go, it's so close. Oh, this is perfect. Right, slope too steep there. No, hold on. So if I did that like that, so I'm going to make it go underneath. I then should be able to, in theory, can I not pass a road over here? Right, if I did that to there, I have a road that then passes there, which enables us to get over to this side a lot easier. Genius! Well, I'm not a genius. I'm still a noob, but genius, Sadiak. So that allows me then, right, to go back to this train line here. So we've done it as a bridge. If I then bring this back down to 0, which is actually quite difficult to do. Is there like a reset button I can do on this? Can I put like... No, I can't even press the number 0. Which is really annoying. But if I just rotate this... So let's say there. And in theory, we should be able to get the train line... No, that's going to be my next problem now, isn't it? Getting it to go across the water. I didn't think of that. I'll be honest with you, I didn't quite figure that one through, did I? Right, terrating, boys. If I flatten... How low have we got to go? Because I'm not going to use this waterway, but if I kind of like do it like this. Maybe brush a bit bigger. To where that is a little bit more shallow. Wait, that's not even connecting. Why is that not low? I don't get it. Right, cancel that. So I can build it as a tunnel. That's not a problem. Whoa. Okay, I just realized what the issue is. I'm not that low. So is that's not considered low enough then, is it? It is if I go down to that route. But it's too early. It's too early for that. What? That's interesting. That really is very, very interesting. Maybe I should just kind of like suck it up. And do it the old-fashioned way for now. We'll just do the simple old-fashioned way for now. Train's going to connect to here, okay, guys? Right, if I also bring this over... because I want to run them together. Because one's going to connect up to there. Then how does that look? That creates a nice little bridge going across. Which, I got a choice in bridges. Now, we'll keep it to this one. That looks nice. And connect. And then that line, I could bring it down to here and make it turn this way to follow this down. So I could also have like an additional train line that goes to Berlin. Right? So that means, or I could just make it like legit connect in and then we kind of single line it all the way through. But it gives me options. It does give me options. So we have the one line from Hamburg here that's going to go up to Copenhagen and then to Stockholm eventually. And the second line there that's going to go through to Gdansk, if that's how you pronounce it, then eventually up to Riga. We've got two lines in Berlin. One's going to go to Warsaw and might go down to, is it Bucharest, is that how you pronounce it? You can tell I'm an uneducated Englishman. And then the other line's maybe going to probably go down to like Prague to Vienna. Unless I created a separate line that went to Frankfurt, Vienna, Budapest that way. And then maybe I use a secondary line as like a cargo line. Could do. Could do. But yeah, that's my... they're my angles. So if I then got a passenger line just here, over to here for now... So we'll connect on that outer line. And all it's going to do is passengers. Now, where did we have a... Okay, so we had the actual train itself connected to a depot. Like this. So if I just do the same again, just for the purpose of getting a train in. So we'll go steam again. We'll go this one, or... These are getting super expensive now to run. Okay, we'll go for the Flying Scotsman. It's going to be a passenger, so that does 20. So room for 120 passengers, we'll buy. It can only really go on one line. So for now, that's how it's going to be until I can start doing elevated stuff and get down that road. But it's just simple, okay? It's just really simple. So that now allows us to have Hamburg connected to Amsterdam and Rotterdam. I could have another line that kind of connects Hamburg up to Berlin as well. Maybe I can do that as the secondary line. Probably be a better option. So then we need to kind of start growing Hamburg. Now, if I bring up the overlays to see where the food would go. So pretty much I want to stop about here and let the roads naturally grow themselves. So if I did in terms of buildings, a truck unload stop. And let's say I just literally pull it there. Okay, an already created road. We are then going to get a... You can't do a truck load stop, can you? No, and you can't pick it up from, like, let's say, here. So if I did, like, you, There. Oh, snap. What have I done? What have I done? I've done South Street. And then Hamburg Port. Didn't mean to do that. New line. There to there. Can't do nothing with the vehicles. So we kind of have to get rid of that. Because we've got to place one of these bad boys down. So if I just rotate this. Like that. And then add a new stop just here. So in Hamburg, we are loading nothing but the foods. Full load. Well, that's a point. Where is the... There's a wheat farm just there. So do I collect to bring it back, or do you reckon that is enough of a supply? Now, that's enough of a supply. I don't need to go down that road. So back in that line then. So South Street, which is down here, you are unloading nothing but the foods. So that should hopefully bring consistent stuff coming in. Road depot just here we can utilize. So for cargo, we're looking at this truck. It has a 12 capacity. Okay, and we'll buy 5 of them bad boys. Put in our new line 4. So that will start slowly growing Hamburg's industrial side, which will then slowly start growing its population. And then things will be rocking and rolling for us. It will take some time, but it should be fairly good. So train coming in for the first time. So line 3, there's no one wait at the moment because this line has literally just been created. Now, where is the train? How many people are waiting here? Okay, 18. So I think the train currently there is okay. This is still... You know what I'm going to do is set up this line. Just take what you can take rather than messing about waiting. Because trying to fill up a vehicle right now is a little bit difficult. I need to get the consistent transport coming through. That's what I need to do. Just take what you can take, boys, and then we'll slowly build it up from that point. Right, okay, nice then. So we've now got we've basically got 2 lines coming into Germany in many ways. That's really good. Like, really, really good. That goods line still needs more steel. Now, we need more steel because... Well, we need more coal, don't we? And we've got plenty of coal chilling. So what's the issue? Is it this train? It's about to drop a load off right now. So let's manage this vehicle and let's kind of edit this. So we're going to do it from scratch so it can be a lot quicker, hold a lot more cargo, is what we want it to do. So we'll go for... Okay, let's see what the power on these are. So the Scotsman's looks pretty good for power. It's a little bit cheaper. Traction. Okay, we'll go for the class A4. And then cargo-wise, we need this gondolas, but we could put a lot more than what we originally had. So if I do a 200 capacity, let's see how this now tears through. So it's got to collect 2 at once. Well, 1 at a time, which is kind of annoying. So it's normally the coal always slightly suffers, but I'm hoping with the sheer speed it now has, the additional speed, and how much it can now collect, the capacities that it's collecting in should be pretty good for us. So off it then goes again. So 200 at a time, which I'm hoping then will have a consistent production rate, which can consistently keep producing steel for us. That's the goal. So it will drop off the goods here. So it's got like nearly 500 in stored iron right now. And then you can see where the coal is now dwindling. So it's going to run out. But now we're going to bring 200 coal back. So I'll bring 200 coal now back. And that should keep us going for the next time it does that same route all over again. So here we go. Dropping 200 coal in. Bam. And then repeat pretty much the same process. But hopefully by the time it comes back to do the coal again, it's still got plenty there to kind of see us through. That's the goal. That's the goal that we're pretty much wanting over on that point. Okay, right. Let's leave the UK for just a little bit then. Let's take a look at what we've got going down in the mainland Europe area. I mean, we could bring steel back over. That's not a problem to kind of increase that that plant. It's got plenty of plastics, but we'll see from what that does how it changes things in the long run. So like I said then, Hamburg should then slowly start growing. We've got people slowly waiting, but I need to create a small little bus route around here because the train station's a little bit out of the way. So bus and tram stop then. From the get-go, we'll have a stop just here for the train station. We'll then kind of bring it up for a stop just there. We'll have a stop just up here. I'll come down with a stop there. Down with a stop there. Down with a stop here. I'll add in a stop there. And then we'll get these connected up then. So it's a bit funky right now, this whole Hamburg place. The layouts are all over the place right now. It doesn't really make much sense. So what we then do is a new line from here to here, there. They're pretty close they are, aren't they? So that's how we'll do it. That's way too close. Right, we'll kind of move it. And we'll get on the old curve. That's better. Right, what we'll do, we'll delete that stop. And we'll place a stop just over here. So on the old route. Right, if I start the route again. So from the train station to there, over to here, then to here, to there, and then back again. Why is that? Is it quicker to go down here? Oh, it's the side of the road that it's on. Okay, right. I'm too lazy to now change it. But then we'll get then. I'll buy 3 or 4 buses. We'll buy 3 buses. So passenger-wise. 3 buses, throw them on that route. So then Hamburg has a route that collects all the passengers around the city itself and then brings them to the train station. So it's a little bit more intertwined and connected, and that train line becomes a bit more efficient. And Hamburg should now slowly start to grow as we now start bringing more and more food over here. So we'll see how that ticks along. We'll see how it ultimately just ticks along. Right, let me just have a quick glance over here right now. So it's bringing the ore in. But it's going to run out of coal all over again. Right. Right. So what? Let me just select this this train here. So this has the fare stakes here, which can... Right, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to modify this train as well. And we're going to do the Class A4. Now, cargo-wise, of course, we want to do a bunch of these side stakes to get a load of steel on. So do a 120 capacity. Then I'm going to add in 6 gondolas for good reason. So if I modify the train just there, now it's on this steel line here. So if I manage the line, so it goes from Liverpool to Manchester and London South, London West, and then we're going to bring it to here, right, where it will load whatever it can in coal. So then when it gets to Liverpool, Manchester, it will load the steel but unload the coal. So that line, because it does pass through that train station, will also have the ability to pick some stuff up. Did that not just collect any coal? Oh no, it is. I was going to say then for a second. So it's bringing the maximum over at this point. I know we got enough one over there, which we can pretty much also utilize. But if it's then getting it at different rates, then that's good. So we're actually running out of coal now, aren't we?
So that's got 100 and something coals coming in. This... Is this okay? Oh, I think because I kind of slightly messed up the process of what it's got to do, didn't I? So if I turn it around and make it do the run all over again, it should work out pretty fine for us. So we're at to the point right now where we've collected pretty much everything that these have to offer. So this comes into here then. So say it's going back around, it collects some coal. It's going to bring it back, collect some steel, off it skedaddles. Now we've actually leveled it up, so that's the reason why it's now using a lot more. But it should then be producing a lot more steel. So that'll drop off there whenever it can. And then off it goes again, right? Or if I truly have messed up the line, haven't I? Oh no, I haven't messed up the line. I've messed up the fact that the problem is, I know what it is, because I'm telling it to load a full load, but load whatever you can. So then to London West. Yeah, that's what the issue was. So it's got 22 coal coming in. So there's a lot of coal there. Now waiting. It's just on different sides of the tracks is my issue. So I'm going to set up a route from over here to bring coal down. It just makes sense because I need that to be consistently producing. So truck stop right now. Drop you just there. And is there any way to drop it off? There isn't, no. So, well, I only need a little drop-off road like that, don't I? There we go. So if I get a little route set up now, a new line, so bam to bam. And where's my closest vehicle depot? Just here. So if I buy vehicles, cargo, and all cargo, but I can use this one that does 14, that one does 12. So if I set up 10 vehicles on that route, which would be line 6 here, we then just got to extend this platform, if it's even possible. There we go. So that's storing a lot on there right now. And if I tell that line, this brand new line, that in Glasgow East, it has to be a full load of coal, then unload the coal. We should have a consistent then filling of the coal. Hopefully that's how it works out. Now, on this platform, we seem to have quite a lot being stored on this one side of the platform right now. Well, obviously that clicked in. It also then makes this train line make a little bit more money because before it made no money going all the way up. At least it then brings something to the table, right? Yeah. So that's now going to start bringing coal over consistently. And hopefully this makes this plant a little bit more efficient. And then we can keep producing steel, which then means we keep producing goods, sending it over to Europe. Got to keep the line alive, guys. Got to keep the line alive right now. So that's doing its thing, making some good money. Sweet. Okay. Very good, guys. Very, very good. Right, okay, so. Other things that we need to do to grow London is it needs fuel. Oh, that's a point. How has Liverpool done with the charts? Yeah, that's now started to skyrocket as it started bringing bricks over. Okay, that's good. Right, sweet. So, we can now rock and roll to the next level. We've got a line to Berlin, we got a line to Hamburg, all ready and prepped for us to potentially extend it to the next city or town. Now, why don't we take a look at bringing a line from you know, Belgium and Paris, the capital of France, to Amsterdam? Then I have Germany pretty much set up, the Netherlands is good to go, Belgium, and then Paris. And then once I got those passenger lines all coming in, we can then start to feed these big cities, grow them, extend the lines from each way, and then we're progressing in the right direction. I could even potentially bring goods from over here to Brussels, but we then have to start looking at other ways in which we can improve the the industries around. There is so much kind of raw resources like the coal and the ore in this region to produce lots more steel. But the great thing is we have over here the factory to create, is it machines? Is that what that's classed as? Yeah, machines, which any places, so Dublin needs machines, Hamburg needs machines, but I think I'll start saving this stuff for some more of the European countries in general. Now, to create a train line going through Paris, what I first got to take a look at is the cities around it, because I can't just say that Amsterdam is the hub, and it is what it is. I got to bring or use alternative or create alternative hubs to bring stuff over here. So do I turn Paris into a hub? I mean, it will go down to Bordeaux, it will go down to Lyon, to Marseille, it will go down to Zurich, which will go on to Vienna. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 lines coming out of it is pretty much what it will be. So as an overview on the cargo, it's all on this side, and the people living on well, there's people living around here too, so we can actually extend it around there. It's not a problem. Interesting. Right, okay, so I'm going to pause again right now and slightly demolish bits of Paris. There we go. And if I delete you, because I'm going to utilize this road here. All right, let's make it a little bit more, let's make it straighter. And then I'll bend it around that way. Oh. Pressed the wrong button. All right, there we go. So the train line then, the train station, which I'll only do it as one train track for now. And we'll do it as a passenger line because I can add in the cargo after. Actually, we'll do the 3 lines for the passenger first before we play around with the cargo side of it. So if I implemented it in just here, there we go. And we'll do the tunnel system again. I'm enjoying this tunnel system. So if I do the number of tracks up to, we'll do it to 3. Or do we do 5? I mean, in reality, I'm only sending one train line going up to Brussels and then into Amsterdam. All the other lines are going to come this direction and come in. So the bottom of the station is where we need multiple lines as they approach from different directions. So maybe here I bring it up to a 5. It's really asking for something there, isn't it? So to a 5 there, which how it would work then is that... Oh, of course, Sediak. We're on different heights. That's just how the game works, boy. There we go. So some people might not be enjoying these tunnels, and there's better ways for me to do them, but I'm enjoying them. I'm liking them. So that would go to here. That would go to there. That line would go over to there, and then these 2 lines would connect to maybe potentially another train line, or it could be a cargo line, but it's there for the expansion room, right? And then we'll kind of make them pop up wherever we need them to pop up to go to Zurich. So one's going to go down to Bordeaux, one's going to Lyon. So that's 1, 2, 1 to Zurich right now, which becomes 3 lines. So that Lyon line will come down to Marseille, might go up to Milan. The Bordeaux line will go straight into Madrid. Then from Madrid, we'll create a line from Barcelona to Seville to Lisbon. That's how we'll get it all intertwined and connected. But I'm just focusing on the Paris to Brussels route right now, which is only really going to be one station or one line. So I can make it come off this one. But then again, I've got to build a station through here. So let me just quickly check out the... Right, so everyone's living on this side. Now, we're only going to have one station coming through Brussels. So why don't I go for the station here and just keep it really, really simple. Have it just here on the outskirts so I can let the town build up with inside of it. Right, deletes a lot of stuff, but that could be good for us in the long run. Now that happens... Can't make it go above. Right, I've got to be able to do something here. Oh, okay, that could work. This is just solely to allow me to bring a train line under the bridge. Right, this could work. And if I was to take it, say, all the way over to there, a tunnel happens at that point. It scatters all the way down to there. No harm done for right now. So while we have no plans at the minute for any of this, I don't mind the train line tearing through the countryside to get to that point. I don't mind that because we don't really have any plans as of yet to get things going in a certain direction. Now, where do we stand with potentially building maybe a bridge over? So if I did that and then brought it back down straight away, I can then get the road connecting back up to there. Now Paris is all connected back up again. Only one road, but at least it goes over the train tracks and we haven't got to cross the train tracks. So then I've just got to get a line connected up into here. Now, what will be interesting is, because it's all underground over there, so if I got this set up as a singular train track... Now, there's a collision because of this building, so if I delete it, I can make that go underground there. But is the track really underground? Not really. So delete you. And then I want the... Oh. Right, I want that to be underground a lot more. So can I reduce the length of it? And then the... Right, I'm just playing around with some of these stats right now. Surface pre-adjustment, if I bring that right down. Ah, okay, I see where that changes. So if I drop that there, it should then give me enough room to keep the momentum going down, which it does. So I pretty much want to connect it to the very outer skirt turn here. But to do such a thing seems quite colossal. Now, okay, so I see what the issue is. It's not low enough to cross through that, meaning I've got to make it lower and lower and lower. So I'm wondering if I went to over here, bringing it down, how far down have we got to go? It's quite far. Now, I know I'm not going to really utilize the waterways over here. So that's not to say I fill all this up then with this, because I was smoothing it all out. But just to get my train line going across it is not really going to work. Oh, okay. Okay, I fully see what's happening. It's this I need to make a lot lower. So if I'm bringing this to there, I need to bring it down, is what I'm saying. So that then allows us to go straight across and connect. That's what my issue was. It wasn't this. So with that said, if I then smooth... Well... Because you can kind of see the train line just here. So if I smooth in where the train line is and then smooth in the depths, we're back to normal. We're back in business. We're back in business. So that then gives us a nice solid connection from Amsterdam to Brussels to Paris. The only thing I'm not happy with, and I'll be honest with you right now, is how this train track here just scatters all the way through. But it's not a urgent kind of request just yet for me to sort out. It's not an urgent request just yet for me to sort out. Now, that line here, it's on the third one, could potentially go out to Zurich, but I'm not going to do that. We'll have a separate one altogether. But yeah, that's good. That's good. Just not happy with this, but just know I will eventually fix that as I sort out what routes we're going to have around here, leading the goods to where they need to get to. But this one's pretty good anyway. You can't really see it connects on there, so I can set up a new route right now. So back into play mode. New line from Amsterdam to Brussels, then down to Paris. There we go. And we do need to set up a train for that route as well. I like this one being kind of right on the edge. Because I know that's the border, so everything grows up and around here. I like it. Right, okay, so what I'm just going to have to do then, just for the purpose of getting this all added in, is rotate that, drop it in just there. Oh, I've placed in multiple. Get rid of you. Oh, I've done it again. What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? Get that in just to there. So it's only going to be really one train line for now. But buy a vehicle. We'll go for the A4. I'll make it 140 capacity. It will grow over time with the line. Line 7. Off you go, boy. Do your worst. Do your worst. So more lines connected up to our main hub at Amsterdam, which can potentially bring us over into the United Kingdom. So we really have extended things right now. So I'm just hoping then with all these expansions, is London still growing? Yep, started to grow again ever since I replaced the food line. But looking at it right now, I think we might need to manage this line. So food line, or food line 1, London, there we go. If I replace the vehicles with, do we have one that does 12, 14 on the food? No. Place them with these, so they carry a little bit more. Provide more food to the London area. And how is this line doing in general? Is that the passenger? No, this is the food line. So finances. Consistently making money considering it does that big loop right now. Really good. Good. I'm happy with it. This plant over here is still producing. How are these holding up? We probably need to bring more food over here. But we are bringing wheat over. It's coming from different directions. There's a lot over there right now. It needs to be dropped off, but it takes time. Wow, they only do 7. Right, which line is that? Line 2. Replace them with these. They do 12, so they carry 5 additional more products. And that's going to be good. We're going to be rocking and rolling. So I think we'll end it for here, guys, then. We've got the Hamburg line set up right now, which Hamburg is now having a boom as it comes back to life. So the Hamburg line will go up to Copenhagen, then all the way up to Stockholm. A lot of trees up here that we can bring back as well. So that's important. Then the secondary Hamburg line will go to Gdansk, which will then go to Riga. The Berlin line will go down to Warsaw right now, which I don't know if it'll end up in Bucharest, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. But the line that goes to Frankfurt and to Prague will go down to Budapest. And then the line that goes from Paris to Zurich probably end up in Vienna and then end at Budapest. So all the lines will be intertwined and connected, but they'll all lead up to Amsterdam to bring people into the United Kingdom. London has gone for an expansion crazy right now. I can't believe how huge that place has gone. The charts for Liverpool have expanded too. Is Dublin still growing? It's kind of reaching a plateau, so until I start bringing more materials over, machines, it is what it is. Glasgow, the geography of Glasgow is not amazing, but it is still technically growing, which is good to see. We're in for a winner. We are in for a little bit of a winner right now. We've made big profits apart from this year where I spent huge money, but look at that. This year so far, nearly 15 million in profit. Jazzy boys. Jazzy. So while we have been focusing on the passenger lines right now, I think we're going to bring the passenger lines to a full stop for just a moment for an episode or two, as we go back to looking at where we can create more supply runs and stuff set up for the industries. So I need fuel, right? I need fuel being brought into London. My main priority is growing the United Kingdom. So to bring fuel from London right now, where is making the fuel? Over here in Sicily is making some fuel. Anywhere else that I can quickly glance at? Oh, down here as well in Eastern Europe, near Turkey. Oh, over here as well. Okay, near Riga. I think we might bring it from Riga. It looks like one of the easiest routes. Because Amsterdam needs it as well. And we can create like either a big shipping lane, or we can use that train line through Hamburg, that secondary one that goes to Gdansk right there, to bring it all down. And because we got a cargo depot in Amsterdam which needs it, and then we can transfer it over to London. So there we go. Guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below, and until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.